Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video will be a full body flow using our mini ball as a prop. Go ahead, grab that ball. We're gonna be on one medium spring, so let's get into it. Once you have your ball and you have your medium spring set, we're gonna start by facing our foot bar and coming onto a quadruped position with our platform. So grab your ball. If you don't have a ball, that's okay. You can do this whole flow without it. It's just to add a little bit more engagement, a little bit more spice, but not required. Grab your ball if you're using it. I'm gonna put it in between the thighs, so giving that squeeze. And my hands are gonna come down onto my platform. So we're about hip distance apart, and we're just gonna start with a little bit of core work, okay? So from here, tuck those toes. Knees are pretty much underneath the hips or wherever comfortable, but relatively stacked. From here, we're just gonna tuck and then hover those knees about an inch or two off that carriage and drop. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be very much, but it definitely is. Just a little tap and drop to start. You're actively squeezing that ball, scooping those abdominals out, staying super engaged and really pushing away from those shoulder blades. Stay nice and strong in the shoulders. Here for 8, 7. If this doesn't feel good on your wrists, make a fist, okay? 6, pull that carriage in. 5, don't let it leave. 4, here for 3, 2, stay lifted on that next one, pulse that ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Whew. Already full engagement. That powerhouse is on fire. Whole body feels like it's working because it is. All right, from here, we're gonna find a little rotation with it now. Get nice and stacked again. Give that ball a squeeze. Find a hover in 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna rotate, drop the heels to the right now. Back to center, now to the left. So we're alternating from the waistline, staying squared off from the hips, just moving in rotation. Hello, obliques. Try to stay low with it. Deep breath for 10, side to side. 9 and 8, 7, actively pulling that carriage in. 6, 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1, center drop. Take a little child's pose. Bring it in, roll out those wrists, and now we're gonna bring it to the foot bar. So squeezing that ball again, tucking those toes. We're gonna go into our full plank here. Grab your foot bar, press out into your plank in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna walk it up a little bit on the carriage so I have some range. And now we're gonna drop those knees again and scooter in and out. Crunch and press. Good. Still pushing away from those shoulders. Scoop, tuck, crunch in from those abs. High in those heels. Here for 10. 9, for 8, 7, good, keep breathing, scoop, 6, 5, last 4, and 3, 2, good, last 1, press out, pulse that ball, 8, it's gonna be small, 7, 6, all inner thigh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in, drop those knees, come on down. All right, nice job. Now that we're nice and warmed up, let's get into it. I'm gonna scoot back onto those shoulder blocks a little bit more, grabbing your ball and grabbing those straps. So I'm gonna go onto my short straps. You feel it out. Short will be a little heavier, long is a little nicer. Ball's coming with, we're gonna start with it in our right hand. So bringing those glutes down to your heels, just starting off nice and slow. We're gonna hug that moon, ball toss. So from here, deep inhale, overhead, hug that moon, toss the ball to the other hand, and drop. Alternating here. Really knitting those ribs together. Use that breath. Core is nice and fired up. And if we want to elevate this to the next level, we're going to bring those glutes up. Come kneeling, hug, and drop. Whew. Felt that whole center of my body just engage a little bit more. It came to party. Good. Here we go. 7, 6. Good. Nice little ball toss. 5. And drop. 4. Last 3. Squeeze those glutes. 2. Last 1. Overhead. Bring it in. Drop it down. Little roll from the shoulders. Okay, nice job. So we're gonna get into that hug a tree now, still using that ball. I'm gonna actually come up kneeling, that I'm feeling pretty stable, pretty activated in my whole body. So from here, ball's in my right hand, hug that tree, round out, ball toss again. Good. Went from overhead to right in front of that chest. Micro bend in those elbows, always protect those joints. For 8 here, we got this. 7, 6, 5, 4, here for 3, widen that chest, 2, and 1. Nice job, bring it in, relax it down. We're just gonna hang up that left strap, keep your right, and we are going to flip around so that our right arm is closest to our shoulder blocks. Still keeping that ball in our left hand. Come on up to kneeling. I'm gonna go onto my longer strap from here, but feel free to stay into the short. I'm gonna take that ball and squeeze it into my hip or into my lower thigh. Palm comes up towards the ceiling. So we're gonna use that ball to activate the lat, deep inhale, and lateral flexion. The ball will slightly roll down that leg, bring it back in. So actively pushing on that ball. Allow it to roll down. I'm gonna adjust mine a little bit. There we go. So that's gonna activate the lat on the left side. Good. And squeeze that ball, squeeze those glutes, restack. Good. Inner thighs are engaged also. Even pressure in those knees. So just check in. For 6. Whoops. 5. A little slower. There we go. And 4. 3. Nice job. Stay wide in that chest. Here we go. Last 2. And 1. Bring it in. Whew, that arm, that whole arm, and that waistline. Okay. So making 90 degrees with that right arm now. We're gonna take that ball, reach it long out over the foot bar. I'm gonna come kneeling once again. So try your best to keep that left arm pretty lifted. Don't let it drop and get lazy, okay? So palm is up towards the ceiling. That's to rotate the shoulder back. All right, now let's get moving. Deep inhale, reach that right arm, glide it across the chest, rotate towards the ball. And right back in. Right across the chest, rotate, reach. Good. So challenging a little bit of proprioception here. What our arm is doing out in space when we're not looking at it. Nice. Rotate in that waistline. For 7. Here we go. 6, slow on that return. 5, gaze is following the whole time. 4, and 3. Good. 2, really thinking about not dropping that arm. Last 1. Bring it in. Nice job, everyone. Hang up that strap. Give those arms a little roll out. All right, so I'm gonna scoot on over so that my left leg is now against my shoulder block. So I'm just gonna pull it in here. Step my right foot out onto my frame and come kneeling. I call this the Captain Morgan position. Just looks like a little pirate stance. So pulling that shin along in line with the shoulder blocks, my right foot is on the frame. Grab your ball, we're gonna get a little inner thigh here. So get nice and connected, reach that ball long, pull the inner thigh in, rotate towards the riser. And release, unwind. And again, pull the carriage in, rotate towards your risers. Slight release, just right before it hits that stopper. So you have constant tension on that inner thigh. And feel like both inner thighs are actively working together to pull that carriage in and rotate. Good, I'm squeezing that ball here. 8, 7, good, slow on that return. And 6, whew. That medium spring might feel a little fiery for your inner thigh. 4, do what you can. Good, here for 3. We're gonna hold it. In 2, so don't let go. And reach, hold it. Draw the ball into the chest, inner thigh is squeezing, little pulse. Press out, release the carriage, pull the ball in, pull the thigh in. Little release, out and in. Now make it fluid. 8, 7, 6, 5, static, hold in. 4, good, keep breathing. 3, 2, hold it in, isolated, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk it back. Whew. And come on down. Whew, those inner thighs. So good, so spicy. Okay, we're facing our risers now. Bring your ball with you. Grab onto both of your straps. Gonna get a little bit more into that upper body and that core all together. Ball will go about mid-spine. So scoot pretty close so that your glutes are closer to the shoulder blocks and you have space behind you to lie that ball about mid-spine. So I know usually if you're watching my videos, I love it in this lower sacrum part to protect the spine, but we're gonna really tuck and kind of lie and connect here and then push your waistline up towards the ceiling. So I'm kind of propped up here, okay? Find a sweet spot, adjust anytime. You have both of those straps. I'm gonna go to short, back to short here. Okay, and from here, I'm gonna open up, squeeze, and release. Open up, back of the hands are traveling behind me. Slight nod of that chin. Widen my chest, but tailbone is tucked. And pull. For 8, 7, back is working, arms are working, abs are working. Yes, 3 and 1, 6, 5, 4, try to de-stress from the neck, you can always roll out. 3, here for 2, last 1, and release. Okay, I'm going to bring those hands now behind my head, little neck support, my straps onto the outer part of my arms. So little support here. From here, I'm gonna open up my chest, drop my head slightly, slight extension, crunch to lift. I'm gonna adjust that strap, I don't like where it's at. There we go, little better, okay. You never know, you gotta try it. Open up the chest, drop, squeeze to lift. Wide elbows at the bottom. Narrow them out at the top. Ooh, there's that shake. And slight crunch. Only find as much extension that feels good for you. This is an extension, so go slow. From here, I'm going to crunch, lift one foot to a hover. Drop, lower the foot, and switch. Hover, chest lift up. For 8, march it out. 7, 6, good, shaky, shaky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a second, relax. Doesn't look like it's gonna be very much, but it is. Okay, we're gonna get into a little backstroke, so I'm gonna go into my long straps for this. Reach the arms long. You might hit that stopper for now or adjust where you need, so maybe I'll scoot up a bit. And we're gonna go for our bicep curl for 1. Reach back those arms for 2. Sweep the arms out and around for 3. Reset. And again, bicep for 1. Reach back for 2. Out and around with those arm circles for 3. Slight nod of that chin, and here we go. Nice and fluid. You can alternate those feet if you would like. Bring one up, out, around, balance on the sits bones, and switch. Challenge yourself a bit. Play with it. See what feels good, what's challenging. Good. Here for 6, 5, 4, good, wide chest, reach, 3, for 2, and 1. And hold on to those shins, curl like a ball. Little roll from that neck, and then we will roll on up. There you go. All right. We're gonna do all of that fun stuff on the other side. So go ahead and rotate, come to kneeling. My back will be to you, but I will be cueing through it. So now we are kneeling for that left side. Grab your strap. And a ball is now into your right hand. Push it against the outer right hip. We're gonna get into that lateral flexion. Palm is long, get tall, squeeze the glutes. And reach. Allow that ball to roll down that hip. Restack. Good, nice and slow. After a few reps, you'll identify which side of your body is a little tighter than the other. But that's why we do this unilateral work, to work it out, get to know ourselves better. 6, squeeze that ball. 5, good, right lat is activated. For 4, last 3. Here for 2. Last 1, reach long and restack, bring it in. Roll those shoulders out. Don't change anything but the arm positions. So right arm reaches long. Now remember, palm is up, pull that shoulder back. 90 degrees with that left arm now. Glide the hand across, reach for the ball, rotate, look at it. Slowly bring it back in. And again, reach and rotate. Good, don't let that right arm drop. Keep it lifted. Proprioception challenge once again. Good, and glide, reach long as far as you can. Here for 5. Good. 4. Last 3. Deep breaths, close up those ribs. 2 and 1. Right back in. hang it up, roll it out. Okay, inner thigh, here we go. Bring that right leg in towards the shoulder block now. Step the left foot out. Captain Morgan position. The further you step out, the more challenging it gets. So up to you. Reach that ball long in front of the chest. Deep inhale to prep. Exhale, pull the carriage in. Rotate towards the riser. And release. And again, pull. Release. Inner thighs working together here. Squeezing that ball, activate the pecs. 8. 7. For 6. Good. And 5. Last 4. 3. 2. We have those pulses coming. Here we go. Pull it in. Ball comes to chest. Little release and pull. Release and pull. Now pulse it. 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. Here's the shake. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And return. Good. Before we end the flow, I'm just going to straddle my reformer facing my foot bar. Load up with spring just so your carriage isn't wobbling all over the place. Find a rotation. So push the hips open, rotate, drop a shoulder. Few deep breaths here. Especially after that inner thigh, it's going to be a nice stretch. And other side. Restack to center. Interlace the fingers behind you. It's going to feel really good. Arch the back, shine the chest. Pull those fingers away from you. Little deeper. Slowly dive it forward. Reach long in the chest. Drop the head. And bring it in. Let go of those fingers. Roll those shoulders back a few times. Keep them there for the rest of your day, the rest of your night, whatever time it is that where you're at. And thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed that full body flow using our mini ball. Please check out my next video. Also feel free to like and subscribe if you like more content, so when it drops, you are alert and aware, and I'll see you next time.